The National Association of Local Authorities of Ghana, Nalag, has served notice of its readiness to strengthen advocacy, coordination, and support roles in ensuring that local assemblies across the country functions effectively. As an umbrella body that is responsible for promoting effective local government administration in Ghana, General Secretary of the Association, Sheriff Jerry Ama, says it was time Nalag deepened its oversight responsibility on assemblies to ensure total transparency and accountability at the local level. Reacting to a call by the Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs for Nalag to visit its past years of playing extreme oversight responsibilities on assemblies. Mr. Jerry Ahmad described the call as one in right direction, adding that the Secretariat, together with the National Executives Committee, NEC, have prioritized its oversight functions to promote effective local governance across the country. He was speaking exclusively with Ghanadistricts TV.
Over the years, even though we have played that role, we've not really deepened it as it should be. So by call by the minister is in the right direction, that we should be able to have that oversight responsibility through our members at the assembly. So for instance, as a presiding member, who is a core member of Nalag, should be able to know how much money the assemblies have been given and how that money is effectively being utilized. So it's in the right direction. We have to strengthen our presence at the various assemblies, because Nalag is an institution membership. So every district assembly belongs to the association, and we should definitely be in line or be aware, and also be ensuring that the monies that are being sent to the assembly, not just the district assembly common fund, but the IGF as well, how is it being utilized to bring development to our various local areas.
Mr. Jerryama also lauded the government's new policy directive to allocate about 80% of all resources to the assemblies to help fund their programs and projects, describing the directive as a form of relief to the assemblies. According to him, the move will also change the dynamics of how governance has been practiced over the years.
The assemblies, in our engagement with them, almost all the assemblies will tell you we don't have the resources, or the resources, like I always say, that the common fund, even though it's supposed to be a common fund, is not common. It's also not enough, and it's also not regularly being sent to the assembly. So if this current administration is calling for 80% of that money to be sent to the district assembly, where the real work takes place, I think it's fantastic, and this is going to change the way we have done our work, or governance has been managed over the years. The assemblies need money to complete uncompleted projects. They need money to ensure that waste management is done. They need money to ensure that roads, schools, and what have you. So the 80% of that money going to the assemblies directly, not being dispersed in Accra, I think is a huge relief for the assemblies. Because over the years, if the resources are not there, it stifles development. It doesn't make their work efficient, or the necessary services to be delivered to the people at the local area. So if 80%, like we've been promised, I think it's a good relief for the district, and this is going to change the way the assemblies do their work, or it will promote quick development at the local area. That is why the minister was calling for the assembly members, the presiding members, and the DCEs as well, to make sure that they know every bit of money that is spent at the local area.
Touching on monthly stipends for the assembly members across the country, Nalag General Secretary again described government's firm resolve to pay its members as a game changer, stressing that this will go a long way to motivate assembly members in the discharge of their duties.
Over the years, if you look at the principle governing our local governance system, is based on voluntarism. In the early 80s, when the system was promulgated, till now, 2025, it just doesn't make sense for honorable assembly members to continue doing a voluntary services. It's good that we want to take advantage and thank the government, especially the president, for coming out with this great initiative. This is something that Nalag has been calling for over the years. But because of the law governing the system, you can't pay one person double from the consolidated fund. Some of the assembly members are teachers. So this allowance is really going to be a game changer, helping the assembly members. They say, even though it's a token, it will, in a way, motivate and also help them in the discharge of their duties. Anytime there is a challenge, the assembly member is called upon first before even going to the minister or before going to the member of parliament. So these allowances coming to them, we have strong belief that it's a huge relief for the assemblies. It's also going to change the dynamics by which the assembly members work.
He charged members to, however, reciprocate the gesture by working effectively and efficiently to help improve revenue collection at the assembly level.
Even though this token is coming to them, we are calling for more. That the assembly members should not just up their game, they should exceed. They already exceeding in any way. They are already exceeding the money that is going to be given to them. But we are saying that we thank the president. The assembly members must also make sure that the money that is being given to them as a motivation, the token, should serve as a motivation for them to do even more. Then they can call, or Nalag can now call on the government that Honorable Minister or Honorable President or His Excellency the President, our members are doing so much with the little that you have given them, and then there will be justification for us to call for an increment. So to us, it's a great thing, but we would still ask for more for our honorable assembly members.
Meanwhile, the National Association of Local Authorities of Ghana has stepped up its advocacy to ensure that more women take on leadership positions at the assembly level. According to the association, the issues of gender, specifically women inclusion, should not be an afterthought, but rather adequate structures must be put in place to ensure that women, children, and the vulnerable are given a voice at the local level.